All right, so traffic's pretty quick this morning, so we might have a pretty quick video. But this morning I want to talk about the importance of implementation and turning your ideas into a reality. So this is common for a lot of leaders and a lot of pastors and staff, lay people that are in leadership, is to have all these ideas, right? And then we want to get excited and share them, and we tell as many people about the ideas. Then all of a sudden it's 6 months later and nothing's happening. It's just a good idea. Suffice it to say, ideas are a dime a dozen. We all have amazing ideas, but what's going to make you different, what's going to allow you to stand out from the rest of the crowd, let's say if you're applying for a job or if you're a leader and you stand in front of your people that you're leading, what's going to make you different from all other leaders, specifically speaking, what's going to make your church, your pastoral staff different from the other churches, local churches in the area, is that you implement your ideas. Wow, because it's moving pretty quickly, the video is kind of choppy. Bummer, sorry about that. Well, we're hitting a snag here, so we should be fine now. It'll be slow, that we won't have to jumble all around. But, right, if you can take your ideas, make it a reality, follow through with it, right, and then offer feedback, and those are the two things that I want to mention, is when you take an idea and then you implement it, and you can follow through and then have feedback initiated by the community about the idea that was actually brought forward, you've got a recipe for success, but you've also got a recipe for retention. And that's how you can make a big difference in maintaining your community and allowing discipleship to take root in people's lives, and you guys can make progress, because guess what? We're all living a story, and we don't want a stagnant story. We don't want the same thing happening. That's why we like watching TV shows or series, and all these blockbuster franchise movies, Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Fantastic Four, or whatever, all those X-Men, right? There's so many different parts of the story, because there's consistency, there's follow-up, things actually happen, and then there's feedback for us to take a look and assess what happened and then make things different. So here we go. Now we're calm down on the traffic. If you have ideas and you bring it to the table to the people or to your leadership staff, amazing, right? And then you got to put some parameters around it so that it can actually come to fruition. You implement the thing, and then you got to follow through to make sure that it happens, and then you get some feedback from the people. So that's basically what I wanted to share. If you truly want to be unique and different, because everybody's going to say, oh, he's a great speaker. Everybody's a great speaker, man, when you're at that position, right? Or if you're if you're working on your personal growth and you're trying to apply for bivocational pastors and ministers, you're trying to be different. Yeah, he's a great communicator. Well, so is the teacher who's looking for a side job, right? But if you can take an idea or a concept, like whatever, and then say, yeah, I actually brought this together, and these are the results from it, and these are the tweaks that we made from it, then you'll clearly stand out above the crowd, because you've got all these lists, this litany of experiences and results based on what was actually made true, if that makes sense. So be encouraged, take your ideas, implement them, and if you can't or you don't have the motivation to implement them, surround yourself with people who can do the work, that are motivated by you, right? And then get those things out there. Stick to it, consistency, follow up, and then the feedback that you get will allow for that idea to get even better for the next time you implement it. And the cool thing is, the next time you implement it, now you've got a process and a system to deploy it. So we're speeding up again in this commute. So thank you again for listening, and I'll be praying for you. Peace out from this commute classroom. Later.